Hey guys, welcome back to Counterside. In today's video, we have got a new update coming. I wanted to mainly focus this video on Lee Yumi and why you should pull for her, but we'll go quickly through the other notes as well. So let's get into it. Okay, so just quickly, I'm just going to summarize this. Basically, we've got 3 new characters coming. We've got the SWAT side story, which is going to be where, on Korean, you get Kang So Young from, so we're assuming the same thing. We then have a new battle pass, which is going to give us Eins Zwei, which is 2 units in 1. And then we've got the banner, which is going to be Kang So Young, who's the one you get from the side story, and Lee Yumi probability up. The thing about this is, it was the same banner on Korean. I personally believe they will separate it. We'll have to wait and see. The wording on this, where they go new recruitments, Kang So Young and Lee Yumi probability up, it's the exact same wording as they used for the previous update, which did separate the banners. If we go ahead and look here, you can see they're joined here. But this one here was the Ju and Karen. They were joined on Korean. They separated on English, and it was worded exactly the same, so I hope they swap that up. Then we also have a new event operation, and then we have racing skins coming out. So that's the basic roundup of what's going on in the game. Now I want to focus my attention more on the units. So if we go over here and we take a look at Lee Yumi, now she is the one you're really going to want to summon, and we'll talk about why. She's like still completely relevant in the top 3 teams of the Korean meta. So she's a really strong unit that will have lasting power, so it's worth your summon time. If it's a shared banner, it's going to be a complete toss-up, because if you go 150 to pity and you get the wrong unit, it'll suck. Once again, I think if they join the banners, I think they'd make more money, because people are just going to be like, screw this, and just get upset if they summon a farmable character from a banner that has like a godly character. So I honestly do think they will separate this, so we'll have to wait and see. Basically her skills, and we'll go in and check it out in a sec. Swing sword to attack front enemies. You've got 2 valid hits on that. Evasion increase 50% for 20 seconds when deployed, which is incredibly nice. I've been looking into a lot of evasion units, thinking about building the evasion rare ship and trying it out. So this might be the push that I need. Turn body forward, attack, AoE, 2 valid hits. Enemies hit have accuracy reduced by 30% and get taunted for 5 seconds. So you combine her evasion with the fact that she reduces their hit and taunts, so they're forced to attack her and basically miss, is fantastic. Cut the sword around, deal AoE damage, 2 valid hits, and gain 50% evasion for 15 seconds on a 52-second cooldown. So it is a long cooldown, but she's a tank, so hopefully she lasts a bit longer. And then for upgrades, the basic attack, we get plus 5%. The special, we get buff plus 15% damage reduction, which is awesome. So when she's deployed, she gets 50% evasion and 15% damage reduction. Then we have the debuff to minus 10% attack damage. So the enemies that are getting hit by that are going to get taunted. They're going to receive, have accuracy reduced by 30% and deal 10% less damage. And then the final one on the ultimate, buff 10% damage reduction as well as the evasion increase. So just a really, just a really annoying tank to deal with. Like, so going to survive really, really strong. Now I want to just jump over here. As you can see, we'll look at her special here. If we can make it activate. There it is. Really cool looking special. And then the ultimate, we go here. I love that bit at the end of the ult. I love that bit, but that's gonna be her skills. What I really wanted to go to is loading screens will take a sec, so I'll be back in a sec. Sorry, Korean on Bluestacks, it just lags so bad. So I wanted to look at the top 3 teams over here, and this is the Lee Yumi skin. So this is her here, and as you can see, she's in one of the. This is rank number 2. We go to rank number 1. And we see we've got Lee Yumi again. We go to rank number 3. We see we've got Lee Yumi again. So an incredibly powerful unit just all round. And you can see still has staying power in the Korean meta today. So I think like when you're looking at meta plays and stuff like that, you want to be investing in those units that have some longevity. And she is definitely going to be one of them. And that's why I'm thinking like, if she's on a separated banner, 100%, if you got the summons, go summon for her and try and get to the pity if you have to go and get her, because these units are going to have really good staying power is amazing. And I think I'm at 120 summons, so I'm going to try and go her to pity. If she's on a separate banner, Like I said, it's going to be a toss-up if they're on a joint banner, but we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we have Kang So Young, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a bit of soldier play coming into the meta. Some really nice teams. We got different units like John Mason and stuff coming out. We got Stronghold. Jane Doe's actually not too bad as like an evasion type unit. And then we have the Kang So Young coming. So she's not as important to summon for. Like I said, she should be through the side story, so don't summon for her if she's on her own banner, unless she's not in that and you really want her. But let's go through her skills. I really do like these animations, and you do see her still in some teams. So soldier teams, I think she's going to be very valuable for. But like I said, if she's free to play, don't stress about it. Drive a car to enemies. To enemy when deployed, summons the same level N shield unit when the car explodes, but this also when we go to skill ups, explosive damage plus 50% and summons an SSR stronghold. Now keep in mind that stronghold I don't believe has skill ups, so it's going to be a very weak stronghold as well, but you'd still get one. Not too bad. Soldiers around, damage received minus 15% and attack power plus 15%. Goes up to 20 and 20. Not too bad for a soldier team, like I said. Increases damage to counters plus 5%, and then you get the progressive upgrades on this, which is really nice. So you got plus 3, plus 3, plus 4, and then versus counter plus 5 and versus sniper plus 30. So you end up getting some really, really nice sniper damage if you can get her in there on the snipers. So honestly, I really... like the team builder in me really loves this unit, and I really want to make a soldier team, but I'm a bit strapped for resources, so it probably ain't gonna happen, but I'm definitely gonna get it. The other thing that I really love is the 2 deployment cost. Super cheap deployment cost, which I'm a big fan of seeing anything that has a 2, because it means like it's very easy to take into a team and play around with and get some use out of. So that is going to be her. Let's jump over now and check out the skills. Okay, so this is her. We got some skins. Let's take a look quickly. That's going to be the racing skin that we got coming out with the event. So not too bad. Let's jump in and test, and I'll be back in a sec again because slow loading screens. Okay, here we go. Let's see the car drive in. We're on the skin version of it. As you can see, the car drives in, drops that stronghold. Really, honestly, I really do like it. I'm really tempted to go ahead and pick this chick up. If she's not from the side story, I'm definitely summoning on the banner and getting both, because, like I said, I like team building, but I just that car is just too much for me. Like when you think about it, a 2 deployment cost and you can like spam strongholds. Woo! Obviously you have more units in your team. I'd be tempted to make like a 2-unit team and just keep spamming her, because that looks cool. That looks cool. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. The rest of it is just passives, like we said, but not a bad unit anyway. But like I said, if she's in the side story, don't try and summon for her. And now for what we're assuming will be the battle pass hero, because what it was on Korean, and that is going to be the twins Eins and Zwei. Sorry if I do butcher these names, but you know, you get that. Now I really like these units. Once again, a 2 deployment cost, always good in my books. I love those cheap teams, so I'm actually looking forward to playing with these guys, because I like units in games that have 2 units in them. Obviously we have soldiers in this game, but I'm talking about like counters with twins. Like, I think it's cool. I really do enjoy it. So melee attack, basic AoE in front, 2 valid hits, and then we just get attack increase on the skill ups. Next up, when deployed, basically what this says, because it's a long wording, they share stats, and if they're both alive, then damage reduction is increased by 30%. And then when we go over here to the max skill up, Ein will have plus 30% skill charge speed, which is really nice, and Zwei has plus 30% attack power, which ain't too bad when they're on. I'm pretty sure the condition for that is they both have to be on the same, both be alive, but I'm not 100% sure. Blow a sword and inflict area damage 2 in front of you, so 2 valid hits. When Ein casts a skill, Zwei responds and casts the same skill, cooldown 18 seconds. Not too bad. And then this here for the skill ups. When Zwei's skill is cast and Ein is on the battlefield, it's applied as true damage, so not too bad. You basically want to keep them both alive as long as possible. Ein summons all her younger siblings and inflicts area damage 3 valid hits on the target and its surroundings. She becomes invincible while casting the skill. Cooldown is 46 seconds. And then over here we have, after casting the skill, if Zwei is in the battlefield, 20% of the cooldown is immediately charged. So not too bad on that. Like it's the word, the translations of these are a bit hard to like read off, but basically they share stats and they get increased reduction, skill charge, and attack power when they're both on the field. On top of that, when one casts a skill, the other one will cast the same skill, and when they're both on the field, we get some true damage. And then the final one is a big AoE and invincible while casting, and then the cooldown's reduced by 20% if they're both on the field. That's the quick summary of it, because I realize I butchered trying to read that out, but that's them. Let's go check them out now. Okay, here we go. So let's deploy. They jump in really cool. Get your QR code scanners out. They go ahead and do the slash, and you can see they both do that slash when you do it. You go boom, boom. It's actually a really cool unit. I really do like it. And then we do the ultimate and check it out. It's just a big beat up of little kids just beating up this big monster. It's actually pretty cool. But that's pretty much all their animations have. Really nice, like honestly, really nice unit. I'm curious to see if they do modify battle passes in the English version, and the way they function, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm not going to go through battle passes until it drops in the game because it's not too far away. So that is going to be it for this one, guys. Like I said, Lee Yumi, the big one to summon for, but 3 cool looking units coming into the game. Thanks for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.